No do-guard. He can't be a Mason, can he? Welcome to Masonic Audiobook Library. Subscribe and share the video to other brothers. By Nelson King. The Philalethes, February 1998. I am a Master Mason. Try me and prove me. No, I don't have a do-guard. What's a do-guard? I have a dues card. I don't know what you mean by Blue Lodge. I belong to a craft lodge. You say my signs in all the degrees seem strange to you. Your signs are just as confusing to me. Landmarks? No, my Grand Lodge does not have any landmarks, ancient or otherwise. Working tools? Yes, we have working tools. What are they? In the first degree, they are the 24-inch gauge, the common gavel, and the chisel. In the second degree, they are the square, the level, and the plumb rule. In the third degree, they are the skirret, the pencil, and the compasses. What is a skirret? Well, a skirret is an implement which acts on a center pin from which a line is drawn out to mark the ground, much like a chalk line. No, there is not a trowel to be seen anywhere in my lodge. Yes, we have volume of the Sacred Law. What passage is it opened at? Well, in the first degree, it is opened at Ruth 4, verse 7. Why? Because it tells of Boaz and being slipshod. In the second degree, the volume of the Sacred Law is opened at Judges 13, verse 6, because it tells us of the password in the second degree and of the 40 and 2,000 that were slain. In the third degree, the volume of the Sacred Law is opened at Ecclesiastes 13. You know the passage, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth." No, I have never heard of the volume of the Sacred Law being opened at Psalms 133. Jewels? Yes, we have jewels. We have movable and immovable jewels. What are they? My movable jewels are the square, the level, and the plumb rule, and my immovable jewels are the rough and perfect ashlars and the tracing board. Yes, I am sure. The movable jewels are movable because they are worn by the master and his wardens and are transferable to their successors at installation. The immovable jewels are immovable because they lie open in the lodge in all degrees for the brethren to moralize on. I understand they used be to your movable and immovable jewels, that is, until the Baltimore Convention of 1843. And we also have a tracing board, which is for the worshipful master to lay lines on and draw designs on. No, I have never heard of a trestle board. Who wears the hat in my lodge? No one, of course. The only head coverings allowed are those worn for religious purposes, such as a yarmulke. Yes, that is right. My master does not wear a hat. Why? Because our lodges have been consecrated with wine, corn, oil, and prayers to the Almighty, consecrated to the brotherhood of man under the fatherhood of God. And you do not cover up your head or consecrated ground, unless it is a part of your religion. It is like being in church. Yes, in my lodge I can walk in front of the master, between him and the altar, which, by the way, is in the center of the room, always moving from left to right, turning at right angles at each corner. It is called squaring the lodge, and dates back to the time when what we now know as floor cloths were drawn on the floor with chalk. You squared the lodge so that you would not erase the chalk marks. Yes, we have pillars in my lodge. No, they do not have celestial and terrestrial globes. They are adorned with chapiters, and these chapiters or bowls are enriched with network, lilywork, and pomegranates. Network, from the connection of its meshes, denotes unity. Lilywork, from its whiteness, denotes purity, and pomegranates, from the exuberance of their seeds, denote plenty.